Hey, I had to turn on the lighting. I always forget. I'm always doing 17 things at once. I was supposed to have a meeting with my website people. At least I think I was supposed to, but it never happened. Anyway, I don't mind when I don't have to go to a meeting. It frees me up. Welcome to Rise Life. If you haven't, the place where we get the sights, sounds, smells, tastes of my personal Rise Life and where you get the truth. Okay, so sign up if you haven't, please, and punch the like button and tap the bell, or you can spank it for notifications so that you don't miss out on one incredible video. So it's been raining again. It's been raining for like 5 days straight. I'm getting sick of it. I hope it snows a lot when it gets cold so that we can ski. That is, I'm not living somewhere else. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about awards. I was writing a little piece on awards today, and for a company, ghosting a piece, I should say. And it was about the importance of service awards and things like that. Like it provides motivation and it provides good morale and things like that. And the same could be true for writers, of course. Like when I won my thriller award, it boosted my morale. It kind of boosted my how do they say it? Boosts the price of your stock. It might make some others, want to work harder to win the same thing. But it's interesting because I'm like, how did I win this? And then I won the PWA Shamus Award for the same book for the same category, best paperback original. I've told you guys 1,000 times. You're sick of hearing it, but I'm like, how is it? Like the Remains thing, I can see. Like I sold those copies. And so they gave me a commemorative placard. No, actually, that's a shadow box with a little thing down there that commemorates, that's embossed or whatever. And the Kindle First thing, I can see I earned that somehow. But like a book is a piece of art, right? It's subjective. I mean, I know I write predominantly pulp fiction, mysteries, thrillers, suspense, psychological suspense. But like, what makes my book better than the next guy's book or big gal? It's purely subjective. I like to write in the first person, and I often write in the first person present. And there are editors and agents and publishers out there that will say, you know what, you want to kill a book sales, write in the first person present. I don't give a fuck. I like reading books in the first person present, and I like reading books in the first person past too. And I'd much rather do that because it helps keeps me focused. I have like ADD or whatever, and it helps keep me focused. And I'm in the story. I feel like I'm that person, especially if it's really well written. And the book, and you always know a video is shitty when they say, I shouldn't call my video shitty. It's not nice. Take it back, Vin. It's not shitty. Anyway, like I read all these books. I've been reading like all of Down and Out's list, right? I really like their books, and they happen to win a lot of awards, by the way. I like the books because they just appeal to me. I love the way they're written. I think the authors are super talented. It's a great list. You should check it out. And this isn't a plug for them, even though I publish with them. I said it again. I'm going to try to get through this without saying, again, even one more time. But even though they win a lot of awards, 99% of those books aren't going to be recognized for anything, nothing. And I think some of those books could be Pulitzer Prize winners, but they never will be. I think some of those books should be Edgar Award winners, but they probably won't be because the Edgars are much more connected to like the big four or the big three now or whatever they are in New York City. And I think there's politics that's played there. Maybe even some equity and wokeness that goes on there. So you just got to wonder what goes on behind the scenes when people are chosen for these awards. I'm not trying to start a conspiracy theory thing here. I feel as though Moonlight Weeps deserved the Thriller Award and the Shamus Award. Worked hard on that book, and I think it's a damn good book. And in fact, it's the last sentence will blow you away. I didn't plan for it to turn out like that, but it did. And I think I have a few others that are even better that have gotten completely ignored. And I have other books that have sold far better than Moonlight Weeps that have also been ignored. Which brings me to another point. Awards don't automatically translate. I'm sorry, my coffee and a cookie I just ate is coming up on me. Awards don't automatically translate into sales. And in fact, while there's a couple, 3 editions of Moonlight Weeps out there, and they all sell, but not a lot. But slow and steady sales, and that's all you can really ask for as an author. Down and Out publishes 1 edition of them, of Moonlight Weeps. I almost said it again, but I didn't. Caught myself. I'm saying a lot, though. God, I got to stop. I got to be more professional. I just wonder, if, I just said it again. God damn it. Now I'm like, I should just turn this off, start all over, but I'm not going to. Have you ever read any Pulitzer Prize winners? I read Ironweed simply because it's by William Kennedy and it takes place in the Albany area. I didn't find it particularly wow, this just blows my mind, man. I don't smoke pot, so. I thought it was a good book. Did I think it deserved the Pulitzer? Who the hell knows? Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea. That, I think, deserved the Pulitzer. I mean, when Santiago's carrying that cross-shaped, beam from his boat after the tragic loss of that fish after 3 days or whatever it was, and he falls 3 times carrying it up to his shack, it's like spooky, it's like Jesus, right? And everybody knows it by now. It's been that book has been just picked apart by academics for years and years and years. And I honestly don't think Hemingway set out to do that. I think it just came out that way. Because if you're self-conscious about that kind of thing, you're like, oh, I'm going to put like a Jesus thing in there and then I'm going to get all these awards and sell all these copies and shit. I think he just, he even said, he's like, I wrote a book about a boat and a fisherman, and that's about it. That's all it is. He just had a gift, So he deserves that award. The National Book Award, I don't know what that's for. But I think if you sell too many books, you don't get one. I think you have to be like an academic, a boring academic. But as far as like the Thriller Awards and the Genre Awards, all the big ones, there's so many good books out there. I guess is probably what I'm trying to get at. There's so many good ones. Like how do it's so subjective. How do the award? I mean, I've worked on like awards things. I've been a reader for awards and I've given my votes on what's good and what's not good. But I think in the end, I just sort of like spitballed it because I was like, I like all these stories. In fact, a guy who just did an article about me is a good writer, and he sent me over a couple of chapters to read of his new book. And he's like, "Do you mind reading this for me and giving me your take?" which I don't mind at all. But I told the dude, I was like, look at, I'm like, there's a reason I don't teach. Would I be better off if I were a teacher and a writer? Yeah, I'd have like a steady income and like a medical plan and all that sort of stuff. Sure, but I suck at it. I don't know what's good. I mean, in other words, I'm not a good critic. All I know is I know what sucks and what doesn't suck for me. What I like, you might not like. What you like, I'm probably not going to like. So there you go. Um, you know, I feel in the end, I feel extremely lucky to have won those two very, very good awards, to have gotten that thing. Is my finger right? Yep. Gotten the Kindle first, and also been a finalist for the Derringer Award for Best Novelette of like 2018 or something like that. Go Get Me a Gun, it's called. I fucking nailed that one. I knocked it out of the park. I'm surprised it didn't win. Oh, but Vin, you just got through saying it's all subjective. But I was really proud of that too. The guy's in the book's name is Conway. I was thinking of my friend Jerry Conway. Jerry, if you're helping to catch this, shout out. And he's always like, you can either do this the right way or the Conway. This is where I have so much fun writing. I just crack myself up. Can't help it. I should put out the Vin Awards. And just all my books win a Vin Award. Right? All right. That's all I got to say. I got to go out, take a walk, and clear my head. Oh, by the way, the renowned critic from New York and reader, Fran Lewis, and writer, she puts out yearly awards as well. I mean, they're not as big as, the Seamus or the Thriller Award, but I was still proud. I'm still very proud to have won like a bunch of hers. So thank you, Fran. All right, you guys, I'm out, and I will talk to you, God willing, tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.